Welcome back. I'm out for a very quick and last minute wild camp. I've just thrown stuff together and I'm coming to a location that a footpath I use for my hikes runs pretty much parallel to, but I've never been in here. I've always had somewhere else to go and something else to do. So I'm having a little bit of an investigation. I would have preferred to recce'd it first, but it's just one of those things. It's been floating in my mind, and I'm going to take my chances. So I'm here and I'm out in the woods. I am losing light. There's no shortage of wood, and I didn't bring a gas burner. I brought my hobo stove, quite simply because it's been dry for so long now that there should be no difficulty in getting wood for a fire. My only problem is it's going to be dark within an hour, and yeah, I've still got to find somewhere to actually make camp. Well, I've been trudging around on trails in here, and it looks like when it's pheasant shooting season, this is pretty much set up for it. Obviously we're out with pheasant shooting season, and it's dead quiet, but I do have a track going down there and that's not used. So I'm going to head down there to the perimeter and I'll get slightly more light while I set up. I'm keeping my voice down. I don't really know nothing too much about this side of the river, as I'll call it, from the woods I frequent or over on the other side. So I'm going to quickly scamper down this little track, recce a little area. I'm trying to find somewhere flat. This is on a massive gradient, so I don't want to be sleeping where I'm literally sliding out of my bivvy. So I'm going to continue down here and we'll see what we've got down here. I found somewhere off the tracks, and they intersect right the way through this woodland, and it's totally different than all the aerial shots and all the information I could actually get on it, and even looking at it from a distance. I've actually found a nice little hollow here. I'm going to actually get down here and I'll be sheltered from a track by a bank. This bank here, it's not ideal, but till I'm happy and I know exactly how all the atmospherics to this particular piece of woodland, I really want to play things really safe. Yeah, I grant you that looks a bit of an admin vortex, but I do have a plan of action, and I'll let you see when it's up and we're ready to go. So I'm kind of set up right beside this little stream here. That's not ideal. If it was summer, it would be midges, but it's too cold for that. I've got this bank running, protecting me from line of sight, but over there is a track. And like I said, that's just too steep to get into. I need to get a fire on the go pretty quick. Well, we're losing light here. I've just got a fire going, thank God, so I can get a brew on and get something to eat. This is a lesson, for anybody out there wild camping. Always do a recce. Don't leave it till the last minute like I'm doing here. Big mistake. I thought this woodland was pretty much like what I go to over the other side of the river. It's not. Right, I've actually got it going now, so I get some embers and then I can start getting a brew on. But light is going in here. There ain't going to be no value in videoing it till the morning. But I've got a very crude shelter set up, just enough to keep me underneath the line of sight, and if there was a shower it would just run off down there. It's not ideal, but like I said, I've made the mistake of leaving it to guesswork. Hasn't really paid off. Well, like I say, it went dark pretty quick. I've got all my warm kit on. I've got a head over shamag, my long sleeve surfing robe, and I've got an extra hoodie, and you know, I'm actually trying to get a brew going, but like I said, I didn't really put this together very well, but I'm making the best of it. So I'll let you have a look at my fire at the minute. So at the minute I've got some red embers in there, and I'm getting ready to have a brew, but it's just so dark here now in this wood. I've picked a real, well, it's in like a big hollow, so I'm not even getting any of the moonlight. Yeah, I can imagine it might seem strange that you might want to come into the woods and do this, but it is quite just relaxing, and it's soothing just to spend time by the fire by yourself and think about things and just chill out. And you know, it is really nice listening to all the noises of nature and all the animals out doing their things. You know, I've still got probably a couple hours I'm going to stay up, and I'm just drinking coffee and, you know, enjoying myself out in the woods. Got some bacon on the go, and it's cooking nicely there. I got some eggs to go in that as well, but I think I'll have a bacon sandwich before I have the eggs. Morning guys. It was cold when I first got up at about 6 o'clock. You could hear the birds going, and they were making a fair racket, the crows and that. We got all the little songbirds behind me. Everything's come to life here again in the woods, and I've got my first cup of coffee. That tastes nice and it's really warming me up. But yeah, not too bad a night, not too cold during the night, but the temperature did drop off just before dawn. But I've just been and got some wood. I've got a fire going. I'm going to get some porridge, and then I'm going to have a very quick little look around this little pond area, and I'll break camp down, so I've only really got the essentials here. I still want to stay low profile. I'm just going to walk over to the track and just take a quick look to see what my profile is from the track. I mean, I had a quick look last night, But obviously, you know what I mean, my priority was to get camp set up, get fire, and start thinking about getting some in there cooked. But let's have a look. Here's the actual little paddock that is actually in the woods. And there is one lone little apple tree there. You can see the track here. There is a telltale sign of smoke over there. You can just see my tarp. That's why I kind of want to break the camp down in a moment and get rid of the fire, just to keep it low profile. That basically is a real big you know, indicator I'm here. But this is the track, and as you can see, it just goes up. It's just too steep to really get really a good camp set up there. Even though it's good quality native woodland, it's just too steep. Right then guys, I've actually got the camp broke down. I've just got the fire essentials here. You know, once I've eaten, I'll get the fire put out, sort that out, and square the rest of the kit away. Then I'm going to have a very quick look around. I don't hear no activity. I do know there's farms on either side the valley, so you know, I half expect to hear tractor noise and agricultural movement. There isn't none at the moment. But it is Saturday morning. I do have to get back home myself because obviously I have family commitments, and you know, with the wife and that and kids that need pretty much me there. So you know, I don't have all day. That's why I came out late on a Friday after I'd done everything at home. You know, done the school run, got everything sorted at home that needed sorting, and then scampered down here. And I guess if you've got time constraints, you either don't do anything or you make the effort and push through. I did, and I'm glad I'd done it. But like I said, get this coffee, get this porridge going, and then shut this fire down. Yes, the actual boiling cup does actually look like it's on a precarious angle, but it's all good. You can see I've just got the remnants of what I need here, and the camp where I was bivvied up and had my tarp totally shut down. But we do have that little runoff from the river here. It's like a little drainage trench. You definitely wouldn't want to be here during, you know, the warmer months. Like I said, you really do need to do a recce before you do something like this. But I've made the best of it. These pouches of porridge, or flavoured porridge, are absolute brilliant for like wild camping. Lots of energy, they fill you up, and they're cheap. You don't need to be buying all these like mountain breakfast pack things that you can do hiking with. These here do the job. The only thing is, if you're a grown adult and you're really putting in a lot of you know, exercise or activity, you probably need 2 versus the 1 pouch. Well, I do anyway. Right, my porridge is done just how I like it. I'm just letting the actual fire burn down, and I've got my cup of coffee. I'm sat in the smoke. It's beginning to be just embers in there now. I've got enough water, well, there's plenty of water around here to dampen it all down. And when I leave this area, I'll let you have a look. There will be no sign of me being here. It'll be no trace. But yeah, like I said, this porridge will really set you up. Costs you nothing, it's cheap. You do not need to go buying, you know, or buying those really expensive like hiking sort of like foods pre-packed. Just get a simple instant pack of porridge. It'll sort you right out. That is nice. The bacon I had last night, I cooked it till it was absolutely crispy. I cooked it longer than I really needed to. That was quite simply because I was having a little bit of a job to keep a constant heat. The fire was roaring one moment and then dropping back down. But yeah, I got there in the end, got it sorted. It's all good fun, and when you've got time to kill in the woods, you know, cooking becomes, you know, a pleasure, not a chore. As you can see, there's no trace, and the surrounding area, there's a few tracks that I've been walking on, but you could mistake those for deers. And I've just put my Bergen in that tree hollow, and I'm just going to have a very quick look around here a moment. So you can see where this runoff from the main river comes all the way back here. There's another channel there, and this is the bank we were hiding behind down there. The Bergen's in there, but we're going to take a little walk over here. And as you can see, it's becoming a bigger pond. This doesn't actually show up on any mappage or aerial photos, and that's a substantial pond. There is a track here, and I've just got a feeling that this may have been constructed for like duck shooting, because obviously, like I said, it's set up for pheasant shooting in here. So I should imagine possibly ducks. But let's just weave our way through all this. Like I said, this has definitely been constructed for ducks. I've just come down to a very narrow channel down there, and you can see this is a constructed pond. The river is well over, possibly about 300 meters near that wood line, and there's obviously a trench that's been dug to allow water to come here. But it kind of made me a little bit isolated. I was like almost on a little island. Right, I'm going to get my Bergen, and we're going to get out of this this wood block, and we'll have a little chat then. Well, that was a thoroughly enjoyable, yet again another enjoyable night in the woods, and I'm back on the footpath, and I've just got a couple miles to slog out to get home and get back to doing the normal family stuff. Now, you know, people may wonder why you do these things, but ultimately, you know, it is nice just to get back and connect with nature. Now, like I said, I've got a quick walk back home, and I hope you enjoyed just seeing a little bit of what a wild camp consists of for me. So yeah, without any further ado, I'm going to crack on. All the best, see you again, and stay safe, and hopefully I'll catch you on the trail.